everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Taryn, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me today on my channel. I know I haven't filmed a video in a few weeks, and I'm so sorry about that, but I am back today with, of course, another garden tour. So we've made a few changes in the garden, not many. It's just some plants had to be removed because they were kind of dying off. So I'll show you about, I'll talk to you about that, and I'll also try and talk to you about what we will plant there once the fall season starts to get here. So let's go. So I guess I will start by giving you a look at this beautiful plant right here, rosemary. So if you can see, there used to be something next to this, and what used to be there was stevia, but my dad decided to harvest it so that he can make some stevia extract with it. And I will say that he kind of harvested it. Is that even a word? He harvested the stevia incorrectly, in my opinion. He literally pulled the whole plant up with his hand instead of just cutting off pieces of it. So that's why, excuse me, it's completely empty right there. But that's okay. Next, we have lots of basil. So beautiful. All this basil. It's just beautiful. It really is. I will harvest a lot of that today. And I'll probably try and make just some dehydrated like basil powder, or just keep them like keep the leaves whole but dehydrate them. I might do that too. And look at this here, another rosemary. Beautiful. I need to harvest my rosemary, make some rosemary desserts. I will definitely do that. This particular rosemary, it hasn't gotten as large as I would like it to have gotten. I'm still grateful that it's even growing, but it's kind of stayed this size ever since we planted it. Excuse me, I can't talk today. So I don't know if it's a good thing to keep growing herbs in grow bags or just keep them in actual containers like this. We'll see. We have more basil right here. So beautiful. I'm loving the basil. Lots of basil powder shall be made. And that's not the last of the basil either. I have another basil plant. And then this is my rosemary. This one has stayed kind of small too. You know, the rosemary hasn't really grown as I guess as productive as I would like it to have grown, but that's okay. Maybe because we shouldn't have put them in grow bags. But that's our small herb garden section, if you will. Okay, let's move over here. So this area is one of our raised beds right here, and you will see that we have made a few changes. So this plant right here, this has been here since the last time I've shown you, but it's definitely dying off. So I'll probably pull that one soon. And look, like I said, here's another basil plant. So beautiful. That's a dill. And here is a bell pepper plant. It was producing a lot of bell peppers previously, but it hasn't produced as many since I've harvested the first few that we got. So I'm hoping that it will continue to produce, but I'm not sure. But that's okay. We got a lot already. This is another bell pepper plant that's grown from seed. This took forever to even get this size. I'll be honest with you. I mean, ooh, it took forever to get this size, and I'm not sure if it'll even produce because it's almost the end of the season. Now this here is our dill plant. We had a caterpillar in here a few days ago, but I don't see it anymore. So I have to make sure it's okay. This is a tomato plant. Let me see if you can see it. That's a tomato plant that I planted in the actual raised bed. I'll give you a better look at it on the other side. This is another bell pepper plant. Very large. Yay! And again, this one isn't producing as many either. But again, we did get a few off of this plant a few weeks ago. But it hasn't really started to grow new ones. I'll have to really get in there to see, but I don't think it's growing many new ones. I'm not sure why that is. But this one, again, this is another bell pepper plant. Lots of bell peppers, y'all. Lots of bell peppers. This one is trying to produce another bell pepper. If I can see, let me see, hold on. Right there. See? It's trying to get one right there. And I think there might be some more on the other side. See? You can see, hold on, see? Right there. That's one. Uh-huh. So it's trying to do something. And that's more, I think that might be parsley right there. Yeah, that might be some parsley. And look at this beautiful nasturtium. I forgot to actually put this in the soil, so it's still in this soil block thing. But it's beautiful nonetheless. I have to do better. So that's that bed right there. That's this bed. And this right here is another raised bed. This is like the jungle. I call it the jungle because that's what it's really like, honestly. So many marigolds. So many marigolds. Absolutely beautiful. I was nervous about planting flowers in these raised beds because honestly I've never grown flowers before. But when I tell you these are so beautiful, I will always be planting flowers, and I will always be planting marigolds in particular. So this is this huge tomato plant. This is one tomato plant. Everybody always asks me, yes, it's one tomato plant. Okay, this is the jungle, seriously. Whew. And it has given us many tomatoes. I am very grateful. And if you see over there, in the midst of this huge tomato plant and this marigold, you will see a jalapeno pepper plant right there. It may be hard to focus on the actual jalapenos from over here, but they are over there. And again, more marigolds. So right here, we had to make some changes. You can see that this area right here is completely empty. We had to take up the eggplant, the 2 eggplants that we planted right there, just because they started to die off. But next year, we're going to completely change how we do the watermelons. We're going to end up moving this trellis that my dad built. We're going to move this to another area of the yard. Probably behind me, so that we can actually plant the watermelons in the ground and it'll do better. So that's the goal. But yeah. Okay, here is another raised bed area. And I've said in previous videos, these 2 raised beds, this one and that one right there, haven't been doing as well. Especially this one, because we use different soil. These 2 beds have different soil than these 2 beds do. And so the soil here is gotten from I guess just a local business in our area, and they sell bulk soil that they said was prepared specifically for vegetable and herb gardening, but it clearly wasn't, because the soil is very compact, and anytime we plant something, the plants just take a while to really get going, as opposed to when we plant things in these 2 beds, they just go immediately. So we think we just have to amend the soil a little bit better for this next upcoming season. But that's all right. You know, we do have a little pepper plant here. No peppers on it. But it is a pepper plant. Yeah. We also have some strawberry plants right here. They're doing okay. Oh, there's some strawberry plants. I'm just trying to get one strawberry this year, y'all. Just one strawberry. I will be the happiest. See, that one has a little bloom right there. So, maybe we'll get something. And that's some sage. Look at how beautiful that sage looks. Looks beautiful. That's some lavender. I think that might be dying off, so I will harvest this today. Yeah. And I think those are leeks back there. My dad planted them, so I'm not quite familiar. But I think they may be leeks. In this container, well, this particular garden area, which you'll see over here, this is like Tomato Alley. Okay, we'll call it Tomato Alley. But we also have a few plants that aren't tomatoes, but the majority of them that are over here are tomatoes in containers. But the first plant I want to show you is my strawberry plant. Because look, we're getting a little bit of strawberries. It's kind of hard for me to show you because I have a bird netting around here and I don't want to take this bird netting off. But look, that's the strawberry right there. Can you see it? I hope so. Yay! Okay, yay! Okay. And look, there's more strawberries right here. Awesome. Yay, it's the strawberries. So we're gonna get us at least one strawberry and I'll be so happy. Just one. Over here we have another bell pepper plant. Look, I was a little bit confused. I'm like, is this a bell pepper or a regular pepper? Yeah, this is a bell pepper plant. It's trying to grow more. Yay. Yeah, it's trying to grow some more bell peppers, which is just so awesome. So that's great. Yay. And then this here is another pepper plant. Now I can't remember if it's a bell pepper or a regular pepper. I'm so sorry. I have to do better. But it's still looking healthy nonetheless. And this is an actual jalapeno pepper plant. You can see there's so many jalapeno peppers on here. Let me focus on one for you. Look at that. I'm gonna get those today, harvest those today. Let me see. So these here are just my tomatoes. You know, we have some tomatoes that are in containers. And we put them in containers so that we didn't have to uncover more dirt. We didn't feel like doing that, so we just put them in containers. But yeah, they're starting to die off a little bit, but some of them are still producing, like this right here. I need to put my organza bag around that, but yeah. So some of them are still giving us tomatoes. Like that right there. And the last area that I want to show you is our last raised bed, which is right here. And if you look right here, I'm not going to get too close to this because sometimes there's bees pollinating this. But there is a beautiful sunflower right there. Can you see? So beautiful. And then you have that's a bell pepper. Okay, so here's a bell pepper plant. These two look like they're on their last days, if I'm being honest, but they're still in the ground. We're not gonna give up. That is, oh god, okay, now what plant is this? Oh lord. Okay, I think this is an okra. I'm pretty sure. That's definitely two okras right there. That's a bell pepper. No, The first one is a jalapeno pepper. The one in front of that is a bell pepper. See, this is the okra. You can see an okra right there. Ooh, that's big. I've got to harvest that. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill those ants that are on there. And that's an actual, I think this is a bell pepper, a red bell pepper that's trying to grow. That's really cool. That's the last of the garden area. That's the last of this bed. Like I said, these two beds are doing okay. Not great, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it all.